It's breakfast time at the Popple Backyard Farm, and we decided that we would have breakfast with our live chickens. I got the fried pan out. I got the hash browns, the butter, which looks terrible because it was sitting on the counter. And what do you think? Should I have, which these have to be cleaned, goose eggs or chicken eggs this morning?
What are you making? Cornflakes and eggs?
Cornflakes and eggs.
I'd rather just have eggs and home fries.
Oh, you don't want the cornflakes in it?
No,
No, how about the toast?
Toast to be all right.
Okay, well, what about my baby chicks? They want.
I don't think
what are they going to have for breakfast? They're going to have breakfast.
I don't think they fry up good with the fur fuzz on them.
They're going to have breakfast in their little house.
I have to go fill their little food container.
These are our baby chicks.
These little pigs ate that whole container overnight. They must have been really hungry. Usually that container will last a good day and a half, and they ate that whole container since we brought them home. So they must have been little hungry little hippos when we brought them home.
Hey, if they've been reading my blog, I found a use for those free magazines. They make good liner in my little carry-all petting container here, which I use to pet.
I think most of these chicks are buff silkies. I don't think we've got any other variety in there. It's going to be hard to tell till they start feathering out, but the way they look look like they're buff chicks.
Hello.
Which is fine. I love the buff chicks. I also like the white chicks, but if we don't have any whites when we go to the bird auction, maybe we can find some white chicks.
I love them. I love all the animals.
I know Ruthie loves them.
Can I fill my house with animals?
This one here is a lot lighter colored, but in real life it's kind of a buff color, so I mean it's not...
That's the female?
It's hard to tell. When they're 4 or 5 days old, they've already started sprouting their feathers. Usually you check when they're day old. If they've got little wing feathers like this when they're day old, usually, the feathers sprouting out the wings, that usually indicates a female. But at this age, it's kind of hard to tell because the male and the female start sprouting feathers. So, but we'll find out within the next few months. I'll be able to sex them all for you. This one here is a real light livered color, so it could be a white. This one could possibly be a white silky, but like I said, you won't be able to tell until after they start their first set of feathers.
This one has a buff head. They all look beautiful, though. Just in time for Easter. Don't worry, I would never cook you. You're going to be pets. These ladies are going to be pets. We're not going to eat them, which we would eat a chicken, but we're not going to eat these guys.
Close-up of chick face. See a chick face?
Aww.
They're so cute.
They found a good home because we love the babies. I'm trying to tame these.
This one's got a really buff head.
Yeah. I'm trying to tame these guys up more than I would a normal flock of chickens, just for fun.
But you can see, this is what I was talking about with the wing feathers. See, when they're day old and they have these little sprouts coming out of their wings, generally that's a sign of a female. And the males hardly have, like this one has hardly, well, it's starting to sprout out good, but you don't normally see any sprouts on the males.
That one, where is he? The white one.
These have all got sprouts, so these probably most of them are females.
I think they might all, well, I don't know.
They're not all females. They came with in the straight run. Straight run means male and female. If it said pullets are all female.
You guys are...
And the difference between a pullet, in case you don't know what a pullet and a hen is a pullet is a female chicken that has never laid an egg yet. Once she lays an egg, she graduates into being a hen. So just in case you didn't know what a pullet was. And the same goes for a cockerel. A cockerel is a young male chicken that hasn't learned to crow yet.
They're beautiful, aren't they?
Just with a few months old. Then they become they call them a cock, which is the rooster. But when they're cockerels or pullets, they're still babies. You can see how really buff some of these guys are. This one here is really buffed. And when I mean buff, I mean color, not, muscled out.
Oh, look at this guy.
If they were muscled out, we wouldn't be able to touch them like this.
Yeah, I'm trying to tame them up a little bit. Just keep handling
Believe,
them
you don't have to,
gently.
you don't have to handle them. All you have to do is go in there with a little bit of feed in your hand, and they'll be eating out of your hand. They'll walk up to, when they're full grown, they'll come right up to you. This type of chicken are really docile, and they tame off really easy. You just put your hand out with some food, and they'll come right up and eat right out of your hand. And then you can pick them up, and they love to have their necks pat and their backs pat. See, most baby chicks are trying to get away from you. These guys are just very tame, very nice, docile chicks.
Look at this guy next to him.
Yeah. This one here's really kind of yellowy, so it could possibly be a white. This one's definitely a buff.
Look at him. But it's hard because
it's hard to tell because of the fuzz. The chick fuzz, you can't go by what color they're going to be with the chick fuzz because it changes as they get older. That fuzz falls off, and then the true color of the feathers come through. Now you can see kind of whitish colored feathers on that one, so it's hard to tell. Within the next few weeks, we'll be able to let them know. All right, this is Clay and Ruthie from breakfast to the Popple Backyard Farm.
Breakfast with the chicks.
Yeah. You need to put your chicks back so I can give them breakfast.
Yes, they need their breakfast, and I have to make your breakfast,
yes.
darling.
While I'm
hash browns
while I'm feeding them, you'll be feeding me.
That's right. No toast.
I can have toast.
Okay. Toast, coffee.
I just have to watch
no goose egg.
I just have to watch my carbs because carbs turn into sugar, and sugar is not good for diabetics. All right, this is Clay and Ruthie.
We enjoyed having you for breakfast.
Join us again, and God bless.